So now we're going to be talking about how to make an herbal oil. Today we're going to be making calendula oil, and I've weighed 2 ounces of calendula flowers in this bowl here. And the first thing that we're going to do is an alcohol intermediate. So I've taken just pure ethyl alcohol and put it in this spray bottle here, and it just sprays this light mist of ethyl alcohol onto the flowers. And what that does is the alcohol starts to extract the medicinal properties of the plant. So you can do this. It's not necessary for all herbal oil infusions, but calendula is high in resins, and so it's very helpful to do that with calendula and some others as well. Oregon grapefruit leaf would be an example of that. So you just kind of mix it around and continue to spray. There we've got a little calendula seeds. So we're just kind of mixing it up and spraying until the flowers are lightly coated in all directions. And then we're going to cover those and let them sit for a couple hours and just let that alcohol kind of pull out the medicinal properties of the plant. So once the calendula has sat for a while, then we're ready to blend it. And to do that, it's a very light and fluffy herb, and so we're just going to take a handful of the herb to start, and we're going to actually add all of the oil. So this is 10 ounces of extra virgin olive oil, and we're just going to let that drip in there for a minute to get all the oil out, and that's going to help us start grinding up those flowers when they're light and fluffy. So now we're putting in benzoin gum, just powdered benzoin gum, and we're also going to add some vitamin E oil, and these both help preserve our herbal product, which is going to help it have a longer shelf life and just last longer. So then we're going to grind this up, and there is our first grind, and now we're ready to start adding more flowers. And we're just going to add a little bit at a time. And this is going to help them blend together and really create the slurry that we're looking for to help them all break up. If we did it at once, that wouldn't work. So here you can see the herbs are grinding, and they're really creating some friction, rubbing against each other. And what that's doing is it's actually heating up the oil, and that's going to help that extraction. So the friction heats it up but doesn't make it too hot. And that's really what we're looking for to help preserve it for longer as well. So once we have a nice slurry and it's warm, then we're going to put it in a jar. This is a 1 to 5, and so it's relatively thick, and it's going to be a strong herbal oil. You can do a 1 to 7 if you need more oil to cover your herb, or if you don't want it quite as strong. Then you're going to put a lid on it and put the label on it. Let it infuse for 2 to 4 weeks. You're going to press it or strain it. And I really like to press it. You get more oil out that way. And the shelf life can be up to 2 years, or actually even longer, I have found, if you do a really nice extraction. And look at the color of that oil. That is a beautiful, strong calendula oil infusion. Thanks so much for watching the video and learning about herbal oils.